and welcome to Delicious Sparkly Cakes, where you can learn to make amazing cakes for your friends and family. Today I'm going to show you how to make this magical unicorn, which looks more alive because it has this little leg lifted from the ground, and it looks like more that is running or moving anyway. So I hope you enjoyed this unicorn tutorial, and if you do, make sure you hit the thumbs up to let me know and to help other people find this video. What I'm using to make my unicorn, and normally all my figurines, is model paste. And the best brand that I found so far is the Saracino pasta model. To help you a little bit more, I weighted all my pieces of my model paste, and I'm going to write everything down on my blog so it would be easier for you to make your own unicorn cake topper. Okay, let's start. And I always like to start from the bottom, and that's why I'm starting making the first leg. And so from a bowl I'm shaping a teardrop, which is a bit bigger on one side and a bit narrower on the other one. Now, as you can see, I've already made 4 little legs, and I'm going to insert inside each one of them a cocktail stick, which I've a little bit damped with some water because it is easier to stick to the paste. So as you can see, I'm inserting the cocktail stick really gentle. I'm rolling within my fingers so it will help sticking to the paste even be more, and it won't fall off. To make it look a little bit more realistic, I'm bending the leg like so, and the 2 back legs are going to have a line on the top. At one point, actually, I realized that I wanted to have one leg to be lifted from the ground so it would look more realistic and more animated, and that's why I removed it from the cocktail stick and then bend it in half. So once I've done the 4 legs, we're gonna let it dry. Meanwhile, we're going to move on making the body, which is a bigger ball of paste, and we're going to shape it like a big teardrop. Now I curved a little bit the small end of the teardrop to make the neck. Once the legs are harder, I put them on a dummy and assemble the legs and the body. And finally, I've inserted the 4th leg as well. And to do so, I helped myself with the scissors, which makes things really much easier. While the body and the legs are drying, I've put this little container underneath the leg. Now let's move on making the head, and to do so, we're going to need a bigger bowl of white paste. Rolling to one side to make the mouth really gentle like this. Then I popped the 2 nostrils and also draw the mouth. And then I popped the 2 dots at the end of the mouth as well. With my indexes, I'm drawing the eyes. I'm just pressing a little bit, and then instead with a bowl tool, I draw 2 ovals, which is where we're going to put more fondant to make the eyes. So I filled the socket with some extra paste and pressed a little bit with the leaf shaper so that I could fill the whole eye. To make the eyelashes instead, I've used a really tiny bit of black paste and then put it on top of the eyes. And then I added 2 more lashes, which again are really thin, and if you find it difficult to pick them with your fingers, you might use. Then to add more details on the eyes, I used some blue fondant, which I cut an oval using a drinking straw. And then I put it on the eyes and I glued them with a little bit of water. To make the pupil instead, I've added a little bit more black and pressed it again with a leaf shaper. And finally I've added 2 balls of white paste. One is a bit bigger and the other one is really tiny. And I think it does make the eye look a little bit more sparkle and alive. Now let's move on to make the ears, and we start off from an oval, then press it in the middle and make a little bit more pointing and cut it in half, and simple just glue them onto the head with some water. To make the beautiful horn that the unicorns have, I've rolled some piece of fondant into a sausage, then folded in half, twisted, rolled it again like this and cut it to make it flat. What I'm using now to insert the horn onto the head is a piece of wire, but obviously you can use a cocktail stick or a piece of spaghetti. And then I've cut it as is. As you can see, it is too long, and put it into the head. Now that the body is harder, I'm going to apply the head, and to do so, first I'm going to insert a wire which I've bended, then cut it to fit inside of the body. If you want to, you can use a small cocktail stick, and then insert it really gentle. And here it is. It already looks really cute, and I'm really happy to the way it's coming out, and I hope you like it too. Now I'm going to use all these pieces of fondant, and I'm going to use them to make the rainbow crest and the tail as well. But first of all, I'm going to use the purple roller, cut it if it is too long. I cut it my few times until I got this small, and applied it onto the neck, and I kept going with all the colors. What I like to do as well is I curled the hair, which I think it looked a bit nicer and cuter. So first I've used the shades of purple, then pink, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and pink again. To make the tail, I've decided to use only one piece of fondant with a wire inside, so that I could have extra support, and all the others are going to be held from this one. To add more magic to the unicorn, I made some stars and applied them to the unicorn bum. Finally, the last touch, to make the horn gold, I've used this spray, which some of you asked me before what brand it was. It's the PME. So I sprayed it inside the container, and then with a brush applied it onto the unicorn feet. and the horn as well, and I had to do this a couple of times to look even nicer. If you enjoyed this video and you're not subscribed, make sure you hit the red button below to subscribe now, because I make every week one video about cake decorating and figures making, and I would love to have you join me for the next one. Of course, hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. Leave me any new video suggestions that you might have down below in the comments, and thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you find it super useful, but most of all, be creative and have fun.